Breathe in, breathe out. This moment's what it's all about. Born to be great, your goal awaits. Don't hesitate. Accelerate.
Set for the race, aim to give it all I got. Mind is set, gonna reach the highest spot. Working hard in order to fulfill my goal. Nothing can stop me from getting what I'm going for. That's being great. I was working tirelessly, so I won't hesitate. Gotta get to first place. Hands on the golden plate. I concentrate. Won't hit the brake. Just move forward. Accelerate.
I live in Parklands, Cape Town. I live with my mom, my dad, and my little sister. I'm 8 years old and I'm in grade 2. I've been karting since I was 4 years old. I started karting by watching my dad's friend riding cars, and then I saw cars on the middle section. So I asked my dad if I could go and try it out, and then I tried it out and I wanted to do it. That's how I got into karting. It was really fun on my first time, and it was really cool. At the moment I'm riding cadets and I'm practicing really hard to win a lot of races to go to the World Finals. I could go right now because I'm not good enough at the moment and I just need to get more practice. Yeah, I'm just always aggressive mostly because I have to fight my way. And that's how karting is. You have to fight to get the checkered flag first.
I am 14 years old and I am in grade 8.
I am doing grade 6. I am a ballroom and Latin dancer. I stay in Mfuleni with my mother and my other family.
I stay in Mfuleni in Extension 3. I stay with my mother, my father, and my little sister.
Why I started the sport is because I had a cousin of mine doing ballroom and Latin dancing. So then every single time I came to watch her and I got interested in the sport, and that's why I started doing the sport.
I didn't think of the sport. My mother thought that I have to go to the center and dance. I didn't want to dance because I don't like it when I was the children. But I figured out, but I can do this. When I'm dancing, I feel happy because I actually do this right. I say to myself, Steve, you can dance more.
When I dance, especially at competitions, I feel free. I always ask myself this question that in a few years back, who would I be on the stage if I didn't make a decision that I made, that I'm actually interested in ballroom dancing and I actually want to do it. Some of my highlights in ballroom dancing are winning trophies, traveling to different provinces.
Like some I go to Joburg, I go to Eastern Cape, and I go a lot of places.
Currently we are preparing for the R&B competition. It is a regional competition and there will also be other schools that are around the Western Province that will also be competing. We are competing in 2 categories, ballroom, and the second category is Latin dancing. If I lose the competition coming this weekend, to me, as a person from what we've been through, it won't be such a big thing to me, but it actually will, because I will like think about it like for 2 days or a whole week.
I want to win all my regionals, and then I could go to nationals, and then when I win the nationals, I could go to the world finals. The event is so important because I just don't want to lose. That's the point. I want you to at least to finish the race. Once I couldn't finish the race on the second race, and I started to cry. I had to go in the pits. Started to cry, even kicked my cart. And that sounds pathetic. It was very pathetic. The basic gear is your helmet. You'll have to have a helmet. Your rib protector, your neck brace, your gloves, and your basic suit. Basic rules is you have to do the chain line. That is the rolling start. And after that, you have to, when the race is done, you'll see a checker flag go out. Then you go to the pits, and there's a scale there. You have to go on. And if you're wrong weight, you're not perfect. You have to be overweight at least, or on that weight. I have no fear about karting because I already had enough accidents. Once I got into an accident in one of my races. I had to start last because of one of my friends clipped my bumper off. So then I was so upset, I had to chase, and then just before the first lap, everybody spun out in a line, and I hit them. It was so bad, the paramedics came and they had to take me to the hospital. And I ended up okay after that. So nothing scares me.
In the upcoming event, we are preparing for 2 categories.
Ballroom and Latin. For ballroom, we do 5 dances, namely waltz, tango, Venus waltz, slow foxtrot, and the quick step. And then for Latin, we do samba, cha-cha, rumba, paso, and jive.
When we are dancing, we must look neat and properly.
Have the proper posture and always be on point with your technique and always be on point with your timing. Always have the right timing. Some costs of the sport are dancing shoes, dancing dresses, and for like high levels, like the levels that we're dancing, you have to sew a dress for yourself, and also makeup, hair accessories, jewelry, and traveling costs like transport that you're gonna get it when you go to other provinces, accommodation for hotels when you are at the place where you must live.
My parents are involved with my dance sport. They are paying the fees of the dance and the training, and they help me to go to places when the dance say we must go. They will make sure that I go there.
Dancing, I see my son going far in life because discipline has been instilled in him through dancing. I'm very proud of him because he's got a passion. He loves dancing. And he's not doing it just for fun. You can see that it's in his bloodstream.
My mother is currently involved in this sport. She comes to watch me at the local competitions and also at the competitions that we travel to. She also pays for all the needed costs for the sport.
The support that I'm giving to Yamkela Firstly, it's emotional support, because I think it's more important than financial support, because she needs to be strong. She needs to be confident, because before she can go to the competition, expect to win or lose, whatever. She mustn't just expect to win the competition. She must be ready to win or to lose the competition. So I'm encouraging her to be strong. During the training sessions, I am just giving the coach to do his own duty. Discipline Yamkela, train her, whatever he wants to do, I let him do.
Our coach is Donovan Forbes, and he was a professional in his dancing career. We have a very good relationship with him, and he is a strict and a fun coach.
Lolly is the lazier one, but she's still very hardworking. Once you say competition mode, Lolly's in it and she makes it happen. He's more competitive, you know. He becomes much more nervous than her. She's the one that would calm him down, but he's the one that always tries. He's always pushing. So, you know, sometimes he would overdance because he's really into it. So Lolly and Steve got paired up with an age group difficulty. He was dancing with somebody that was much older than him at the time, and then Lolly's partner decided he's going to not dance anymore, and then the next best option was to pair the two up, and then, you know what, he hit it off like a bomb.
Since Donovan was my coach, I have improved my dance. I dance quite well.
My schoolwork is quite excellent and it's perfect, because I know how to balance my schoolwork and I also know how to balance my dancing. My dancing is exactly the same as my schoolwork, because when I'm at school I don't concentrate on dancing, I don't think about dancing, I even forget that I am a dancer, I just focus on my schoolwork. And then when I get to dance practices or dance competitions, I just forget about school, and yeah, I focus that I am a dancer now, not a school anymore.
In March, in this year, I hope I didn't do well because I was not listening to at school, at my teacher. Then the dance, I do well.
My coach is Keto. We call him Keto Mosquito because that rhymes, right? Now, he's my kart coach. He works very hard with me, and he has some other children to also do, and teenagers. He does very hard work. He used to do karts too. He was a very good one, Karter, and I just like him. I'm so comfortable. He's just good enough to teach me.
I got involved with Joaquin at about 3.5 years ago when he started, and been building him up since then. Since time I took him over till now, he has improved dramatically, and he also became like more of a grandson than really a client or anything else.
Good. Good. Way better. My mom and my dad have to be prepared to work with me, and they have to help me with my lines, with all my stuff that I need to learn. My mom takes me for all of my practices, and my dad takes me for all of my races. And when every time I'm there, Keto helps my mom, and my dad when it's race day.
What I like most about Joaquin is that he takes his sport seriously, but he still is a child and still enjoys all the fun-loving things that a child does. He loves to give hugs and cuddles and joke around, and he's got a very big personality, always interacting with many different people, always shows concern and love for other people.
The motorsports I'm doing is the Cadet and the Micromax.
It's a big step up for him, a lot faster, full circuit. He's extremely excited. We're extremely excited and nervous as well.
I'm off to practice now. We go once or twice or 3 times a week. It depends how much practice we'll need. You'll have to practice and practice and practice. Because I was 4 years old and now I'm 8 years old. I've been practicing for 4 years to win all my 5 races. My coach is Kito. He helped me so much for me to win races, and he's very strict.
What did I show you? Smooth. Stop throwing the car around.
Gentle hand.
Turn early like I told you to do. Second 180 is not sideways. Sideways is not fast. Do you hear me? Tap off, put the power halfway through the corner, and you keep the power on. Turn early for the straight. You spin again, I'm gonna spin your neck.
Currently, we are preparing for the R&B competition.
Is an attack. So you got to move when I see in your head, in your feet. No physical action in your frame. Close your fingers.
The event you're preparing for is important to me because the last event we went to was the World Trials. So in the World Trials, you were like having a bit of mistakes.
There's my body. Here's my contact. You see what's happening? The same thing that I spoke about earlier. She's exposing this part of her body. That must be closed. And that's because he's moving his body. So as soon as I knock him, he's going to fall. Which shouldn't be the case. Stand, close your side. Then Lolly close her side towards you, and automatically there's more balance.
So now in this competition, I'm prepared to show people that we are back from the World Trials, and now that we've made mistakes and did some things badly, we can actually fix our mistakes and do more than we did in the last competition.
My biggest lesson is that I must do things like a proper way.
You taking the back into this extension up to this hinge line here. Then you take it into this hinge line, you shape it nicely. Now you bring it back, but you want to extend and you want it to keep. You drop your frame way too bad.
The dance teach me that I must be clean and neat.
And go. Slow. Speed it up. Faster. Slow it down. Same good luck. The practice makes perfect. You need to be able to prove to me that you deserve to win the competition. And immediately what I teach you shows immediately, because I will know what I taught you. And if I don't see it automatically, it means a bad taste in my mouth. Because I automatically know what I fixed with you. But it doesn't take my judgment out of it, because it means I come back to the drawing board. Because your frame is a problem. You drop that frame in the competition because once you exert yourself too much, you drop the frame. She picks it up all the time, not going to happen. I would say I'm not 100% okay with the dedication because with Mfuleni Dance School, it's a bit different to every other dance school. They have a practice and a group session that happens on a Mondays and Wednesdays, and I get to see everybody. So one-on-one sessions are not always possible with them. So I think if I had that, then a better outcome could happen. But I won't say that the dedication is any less because they still give 100% of themselves.
If I win this event, I'll be happy and I will scream like a girl if I want to. Yeah. Then I will call my parents when I'm home and tell them I actually won this competition. When I go to the comp, I get this stuff. The This is for the dance. And as you can see, this one for couples. This is for dance. This is for first, second, third trophies only. Also there, as you can see there, 6 years to win all of those stuff, medals and trophies. In the future, plan for myself. I see myself when I'm a judge and I'm a coach.
I see myself as a dance trainer, and I also see myself dancing as a professional.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing about the sport is that, you know, winning or losing, it's about building character, and some humility in the sport itself. So I think that's the important thing. And now I've seen it over the 4 years that he's been in, from not understanding why he didn't get a trophy and being quite upset, to at this point in time, you know, coming off the track and shaking his fellow co-drivers' hands, you know, wishing them luck, congratulating them for either a win and so forth.
If you won, you must still go say well done to your friend, because if you don't, you're actually being very rude, and you must just go say well done to everybody who races. It's not easy to do karting and schoolwork at the same time. You'll have to be very clever and very awake. You'll have to be very smart. You'll have to take school at the back of your head and then put karting in the front, then school in front and then karting at the back. It's really, really hard. Really, really hard.
I'm at about 80% happy with his dedication.
You're losing a lot of time through the infield, Joaquin. What are you doing? If you did the infield like you were doing on the beginning, one lap you're doing a 5, one lap you're doing a 8, one lap you're doing a 9, and not consistent.
The upcoming event in terms of the championship means quite a lot. Wins are important to us. It's extremely important. I feel that you should put dedicate a bit more to the sport.
Is the track very slippery? Are you telling me the truth, or are you just trying to please me? Mister, sort out your infields, please. Please. You cannot lose 0.2, 0.3 of a second every lap. You got to go faster and faster and faster, boy. Okay?
This event is so important to me because if I win all my races, I'll get to go to the nationals. And if I win all of those nationals, I'll get to go to the world finals. But I really want to go to. I just really want to win all my stuff what I want to. If I come second, third, no problem. That's just life and racing.
Next week on Xcellerate, the journey continues. Will they win? Will they lose? Don't forget to watch. Same time, same place.